Hello and welcome to another illumaesthetic video. No loud noises! This one's not going to be about our products, but instead about kind of the stuff that goes beyond what we do at work. This is a very popular question I get asked even personally about, hey, I know you guys have this car, what's going on with it? So I decided that this would probably be a good video to do, just to give you an update on what's going on with the Ryan Cooper 240, the fact that we still have it, and like what we're going to do with it. So just to kind of walk you around the car, as you may have noticed, we pulled the stickers off of it. They were really old, cracking. They've been on the car for like 3 years already. So it's just kind of time to get it a refresh. So if you come over here, I do have a new set of stickers for it. We made these ourselves, or I made this myself. And then I have my buddies at Offset cut it out for me. They've been super supportive and just sending them whenever I needed it. Go check them out. I'll leave their tag in the video. This is pretty much it. We'll go over the engine, kind of just give you what what's been done to the car. It's not got the same engine anymore. The interior's been redone, suspension's been redone. It's no longer, it's still not like a build per se. It's got a bunch of bolt-on stuff. It's a lot more fun to drive now. But yeah, it was a cool car. I grew up with this car, had this before I started illumaesthetic, and hopefully I'll post more content on what we do with this car. So it's been a while since I've actually like driven this car. Previously this car had a K with nitrous in it. I pulled the engine out to put an SR in it finally because drifting with no power was just boring. Since then, the car's basically gotten a major overhaul. We put a notchback SR into it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. With the GT28 turbo, is running wastegate boost at 9 pounds, makes about 280 wheel. This used to be a road racing car, but now it's a drift car. Since then, I've had this car for quite a while. I've grown attached to it. I've done a lot of stuff on the interior. So obviously with 240 dashes being all cracked, we went ahead and put a dash cover on it and flocked it. It's hard to drive in this thing because this is not built to be like a street car. Everything's solid now. The rear subframe bushing's solid. The trans bushing is solid, or it's polyurethane. We have Nismo engine mounts, H&R short shifter. This stuff doesn't work anymore, the switches. But basically everything we needed to do to get this car reliable for regular drifting: oil temp, oil pressure, boost, water temp, an AEM, AFR gauge. The car is running Heltec Platinum Pro standalone with IAT, and it's tuned for map. Went ahead and made really fancy gauges that go to 10K. So these are like a one-off item that I just kind of sat in my car and did one evening. Custom speed rev limit, because notice most 240 gauges don't go to 140. And then same thing with the RPM, it goes to 10K. Other than that, just the seat. As he's sitting on you're sitting on an S14 seat. Yeah, because S13 seats are kind of trash. Car still has a full interior. I've been trying to get AC working. I don't know why it doesn't work. We'll figure it out. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty streetable car-ish. It's nice to be able to, because this is not like a hardcore drift car or anything. So I want to be able to street drive this if I want to. So underneath, we swapped it with an SR. My friends, Cody at Gin Speed next door, helped me. As well as my buddy in SoCal, Nikita. The motor is pretty standard. It's an S14 SR notchback, stock internals, never been taken apart, never been rebuilt. I just wanted something reliable that I know it's been good. So this has it's like a 70,000, 80,000 mile motor. Compression's good. We put a front mount on it, GT28 71, running 9 pounds wastegate spring, and it's got a full fuel system here. So we're running a radium fuel rail with IDX 1050X injectors, and aftermarket fuel pump regulator, aftermarket fuel pump. Nothing too fancy, just wanted to make a reliable 250, 280. So hopefully it'll be drifting for a lot of days to come. But yeah, other than that, nothing too fancy. Bigger radiator. I'm still running clutch fan, just because I kind of like the stock look. That's pretty much it. Let's do the go over the suspension next. So now we got the car under there. Let's go over the suspension and everything going on underneath. Suspension arms, we have the stock lower control arms front and rear. However, I'm running Fortunato 500s all the way around with Swift springs, generic toe and upper control arms. Maybe change them out in the later, but they do the job just fine. You see here we have the Offbeat Garage, shout out to Adele. Offbeat Garage subframe bushing, solid subframe bushings. And then in here we have a Nismo two-way LSD with a 4.8 final drive. So it's a shorter final drive, everything's a lot faster with it. Get a little acceleration out of it. And coming into here, we have a pretty generic, I believe it's a Tanabe exhaust. It was given to me by Nikita, so I'm not quite sure what brand it is. And then we have a generic downpipe. I specifically wanted something with a flex pipe here just to make sure that my turbo manifold wouldn't break. It's not, my car's not super low, otherwise I would have gone with a Cobra from PBM. And then standard SR trans, solid bushings here. I like to try to stay as OEM as possible, so I specifically wanted a downpipe that retained this hanger. So it was kind of annoying to find. And then up in the front we have TN traction arm. Is it traction arm? They control caster. If I remember what they're called. And then again, Fortunatos in the front. We have Nismo motor mounts here, solid steering rack bushings. And then in the front, or underneath here, we have a Greddy oil pan, or a Freddy oil pan, came with the engine, as well as a Nismo power brace. I personally love these power braces, because if you're a 240 owner, you know that these things love to get smashed up and bent. So that was like the most recent thing I did. Feels way better. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much concludes the, oh, actually, sorry. Before I forget. And then here we have GK Tech roll center adjusters, which is what you see right there. It's actually one of the most favorite things I've done to the car. It's definitely changed the way the car behaves. Adds a little more steering angle and adds a little more camber and corrects the steering for lowered vehicles. But yeah, I mean, other than that, that's pretty standard. Just aftermarket arms other than control arms. And a great handling car. I wish to do more drifting with it. So hopefully you'll see more videos in the future of me drifting. I have a shakedown video coming up maybe a week after this one posts, because we're going to be doing shakedown on this vehicle now that's all tuned and whatnot, thanks to Cody from GenSpeed. But hopefully we'll post more videos of this, put the stickers on, do a nice video. I know you guys like this car. A lot of you guys grew up on this car like I did. I just somehow was stupid enough to paint my 240 multiple colors instead of one color, because I could have made this one color and I didn't. So yeah, if you like the video, subscribe. We're new to YouTube, so your subscriptions mean a lot to us. It'll make us make more of these. Hopefully you guys will see more of these 240 stuff. But yeah, see you guys later.